Well, greetings, Adventure Van friends. It's been a while. Just wanted to bring you up to speed on what's going on in my world here. I did just leave my farm job up in North Dakota 2 days ago. I left Monday morning. Today is Wednesday as I'm filming this. It got cold real fast. The last 4 days I was there, it didn't get above freezing. It stayed in the mid to low 20s. So yeah, I had to get out of there quick. The job was finished up. Fortunately, we finished up just before the cold weather hit. It was a challenging season. It went on really long. That's why there's been quite a long break in my videos. We're just real busy. We had some challenges with weather. We had some hot weather, then some rainy weather, waiting for things to dry out, and just a lot to do. And it was a challenge to get it done, but we got it done as usual. So I just wanted to bring you up to speed. I am currently in Kansas, of all places. I just beelined south, got as far as I could. Spent last night in Sioux City, Iowa, just at a truck stop to get some rest, and then made it to this lake here. We'll give you a little glimpse around. So this is where I'm at here. Just been hanging out, relaxing after a long day of driving. So I got here yesterday afternoon and spent the night here, and then I'm just spending all day here again just to kind of relax, get some video work done, get you guys up to speed on what's been happening. There has been this heron. He's kind of crouched over here. Let's see if I can zoom in. See him there? Right in the middle. Looks like he's about to pounce on a fish. But anyway, yeah, this has just been a very nice, relaxing place. Very peaceful here. It's been quiet. Just a few people hanging out, fishing here and there. So I'm going to go ahead and sit down here and bring you guys up to speed on how the harvest season went and what my plans are for the winter. Okay, so where should I even start here? I guess my last video I posted was I was still in Vancouver Island in Canada. On Vancouver Island in BC. It was a great trip up there. I spent 1 full month. Connected up with Kelly about the week after I got there, and we camped around, saw some really cool stuff, did a great backpacking trip. And then from there I had to just basically beeline straight to North Dakota for my job. I gave myself, I think, a few days, 4 days or so. So I got to the farm, and as usual, I mean, I literally pulled into the farmyard, hopped from my van into a truck and started working within minutes of getting there. That's usually how it is. They were already getting started on some pre-harvest hauling of beets. The way that works, for those of you that don't know, I've been going up to this farm and helping a farmer harvest his sugar beets, and have recently started getting into going up in the spring and doing some planting as well. So around the time that I get there in late September, it was more like mid-September this year, they're finishing up harvesting their grains and beans. They do wheat and soybeans as well. Those are what I planted in the spring, the wheat and the soybeans. So started off, they do some pre-piling of beets. This sugar factory that these farmers grow the beets for, it's kind of a co-op operation. They will oftentimes start harvesting early because the sugar factory needs beets to process immediately. And then as we get closer to October, they're piling these beets for cold storage through the winter, so they have beets to process throughout the rest of the year and into the next summer. And then they do it the cycle again. So they were already starting on some pre-harvest beets, so I hopped in a truck and got busy doing that. And then that settled down for a little bit, so we were able to get the soybeans finished up. So when I'm doing the soybeans, I'm basically driving a truck, going from the field, getting filled up from the combine, and then taking those beans either to a grain elevator to sell, or storing in grain bins at the farmyard where they dry them out and they sell them at a later time. So that does take some long days. It's just, driving the truck back and forth, unloading the trucks when we're not selling them at the elevator. When we go to the elevator, there's a guy there that does that. I basically just sit in the truck and raise the bed and the beans come out. When we do it at the farmyard into our own grain bins, I have to do that myself. So they get dumped into a hopper, up an auger into the big grain bin. And yeah, that's, do that all day and into the dark oftentimes. We'll end up doing it in the dark. We've got plenty of lights to make it happen. And then that settles down. We are able to finish that up and then get back into the sugar beets as that official kickoff starts for getting those sugar beets stacked and piled for the winter. They basically let them deep freeze. They have different piles, some that go into deep freeze, others that don't, so they can keep scooping away at those sugar beets and bring them into the factory to process into sugar. It's quite the operation. They end up total, I think their target is 12.5 million tons And this season they broke that and got into the 13 million something tons, which is just insane. It's a huge amount of crop to be transporting, growing, and then moving to the factory. So yeah, it's always exciting, and I love the people I work with. I turned 50 years old at the farm. The farmer's, his birthday is the day before mine, so I've been going up there for a good 8 years working for this farmer. So we always kind of celebrate our birthdays. So of course we're working, so there's not much of a celebration. But this year they were really nice, and they got the cake that had, happy birthday, happy 50th birthday, Brian, on it, and put some signs up in the break room, which was really nice. And then took me out, the family, the farmer and his wife, and the farmer's father and his wife, all joined, and we went to Texas Roadhouse and then got me a real nice steak dinner, which is just really nice. I mean, for my employer to do that, they really do treat me like family. So it was a great time. I do miss my family in San Diego when I'm away for my birthday, and I haven't celebrated a birthday with my family for 10 years now. I'm always on the road. I'm always up in North Dakota doing this seasonal job when my birthday comes. So yeah, it's nice that I kind of got that celebration feeling. I'm not big on celebrating my birthdays, but this was a kind of special one, turning 50. So yeah, getting a little bit more gray around the muzzle here, but feeling good. What else can I say? Yeah, job is finished up. So now I am making my way to the Southwest. Like I mentioned, I need to get to San Diego to do a little shuffle here. I'm going to end up having both vans in Quartzsite, Arizona, the box van and this. For those of you that are new to my videos, I did travel in a box van for almost 5 years, about 4.5 years. Built it out real nice inside. I do have some special videos that are a tour of the whole inside. So again, after this video, I'll probably be posting something showing a lot of the footage from inside the van, and I'll talk about what's going on with it. It's really, as far as I know, fairly problem-free. It is a 2010, so you get what you get with a 15-year-old vehicle. But again, it will be parked in Quartzsite, Arizona. I'm going to advertise it through an exclusive video, as well as it'll be on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to put a bunch of flyers up around Quartzsite as well in the businesses. So I'm hoping it'll sell sooner than later, but you never know. I do have a couple people that have been semi-interested emailing me. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of keep you all posted on that for any of you that are looking for a box van or know somebody that is looking for a camper type van that will be up for sale. We'll be talking price and all the details of the van itself here in an upcoming video. So what else can I say? The travels from here, I'm in Kansas, about central Kansas, a little bit north of central Kansas. I'm going to be going to Amarillo, Texas, probably camping at a lake there, and then going to have to move pretty quick out to Arizona. I'm going to stop in Arizona, see a friend that just purchased some land, most likely, and then I've got to make a stop in Pahrump, Nevada. I'm going to have actually a storage unit in Pahrump where I'm going to use to do some shuffling between the two vehicles. Then go down to San Diego, pick up the box van, bring it to Quartzsite. Then I'm going to need to get a ride from Quartzsite back to San Diego to get the Astro van. So I can have them both there and get the box van tidied up, ready for sale. And then if it sells, I won't be stuck. I'll have the Astro van there. So that is the plan. Excuse me, got the wind blowing, rustling the dead leaves in the cottonwoods here. Sounds real nice. Yeah, life is good. When I do this job and it goes on a little longer than normal, I kind of get out of the groove of being on the road. When I'm at the farm, there is a farmhouse that I do all my cooking in and getting ready for work. I do still sleep in the van. As it got colder, I just use a little ceramic heater. I can run an extension cord from the farmhouse to the van and stay warm that way. And then in the shop, they've got a shower and bathroom and another kitchen. So I kind of do my living and work type living out of the farmhouse and the shop kitchen, and still sleep in the van. But as far as, yeah, being on the road and, camping, and it's like all fresh again. It's awesome. I had a really great night here last night. Super quiet, just hearing the wind through the trees and the birds. Yeah, it just reminds me of why I do this. And I'm just so grateful that I've found this routine of short-term seasonal jobs and then long-term free time, travel time, play time. It's just a great way to live. And at this age, I am trying to work a little bit more than I have in the previous years. This coming year, I may even stack on a second seasonal job. I do have some financial goals that I'm trying to reach and some plans for, kind of retirement. A lot of people think I'm retired already, but I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I do make a little bit of money off the ads for my YouTube videos, and my Patreon supporters, thank you so much. But it's not enough to survive and save money for my future. I just don't get those kind of views. I know a lot of people in this genre have that luxury, and that's awesome. I really I admire those people that can get enough views on their videos. I just feel like I kind of don't have the personality to attract that many viewers. So I'm very grateful for those of you that do watch my videos. I really appreciate it. I feel like we have a little special relationship here. A lot of you have been with me for 10 years now, which is awesome. Yeah, so what else can I say? Yeah, there's going to be a lot more of, what I've been doing in the past in the coming videos, just showing my camp experience, camping at different places. I usually camp exclusively on public lands, so there's no fees. Every now and then I'll camp somewhere where they charge. But for the most part, I try to enjoy the freedom of our public lands and take advantage of that, and that helps me to be able to live the way I do, working as little as I do. And as I get older, I don't know where this is going to go. Of course, turning 50, I did spend a lot of time on that 50th birthday there recently, kind of reflecting on the last 10 years, the way I've been living and what's to come in the future. And I'm just still very comfortable what I've been doing, and I don't feel really any need to change other than I really am kind of focusing on some financial goals just to be sure to set myself up for the future. And I don't know really what the end game is. A lot of people ask if I'm going to buy land and have somewhere to settle down, and that may be in the cards for me in the future. I'm kind of preparing financially for that if I decide I want to do that, but I just don't know at this point in time. I don't feel like I ever really want to move back into a normal house type situation. If I did buy land, I think I would get a small cargo trailer, convert that into a slightly bigger living space than the AstroVan to have parked there and use that as kind of a home base and still take trips. But that's years in the future I'm talking. I may not even have this AstroVan by then, but I know I get that question a lot, what my plans are for the future, and I don't know. I'm just going to try to keep things open in the way I live and live frugally, on very frugally, that's a word, right? Just try to live on as much money as possible and not be extravagant, and that allows me to sock money away for the future, for whatever that may be, and just enjoy life while I can, while I'm still physically able to do so. It's been quite the year this year. I lost a couple good friends, and that always gets me reflecting on, it's just, life is precious, and you got to enjoy it while you can, while we're here, able to enjoy this. So I don't know what else I can say. I will have some more travel videos for you here coming in the near future on this trip out to the Southwest. But I just felt like with the big break between the last video and extended work there, I'd do a little catch-up video. So that's what this is. I think I'm going to wrap it up. Got this heron flew back over here. He's staring at me. Really cool. But anyway, I appreciate y'all checking in, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Thanks again. Take care.